Hello, dear viewers. Pro Rumen the Amazing here, and today I'm playing Starlink Battle for Atlas, and I'm on planet Haven at the moment. Plus, I haven't posted on YouTube for a long while now due to the chaos that's going on both on the internet and in the real world. And honestly, that chaos can get to you. There are moments in life where everything feels heavy, like you're stuck, like nothing's moving forward, like you've lost direction. It can feel empty, like you're disconnected from everything around you. But here's the truth. That feeling is a phase, not your final chapter. Your mind can get overwhelmed. It can convince you that things won't change, that you're stuck like this forever. But feelings aren't permanent. They shift, they evolve, and they pass, even if it takes time. Life isn't meant to be perfect. It's a mix of wins, losses, confusion, and growth. Sometimes you're thriving, sometimes you're surviving. And surviving is still progress. You don't need to have everything figured out right now. You don't need to be at your best. You just need to keep going. One small step at a time. Even logging on, even pressing record, even talking like this, it matters. If you're feeling lost, you're not alone. There are people out there who understand, who care, who want you here, even if you don't see them right now. So don't let a moment of darkness convince you that it's the whole story. It's not. There's more ahead of you than you think. Stay with it. Stay here. Keep going. Let's talk about something real for a moment. The world can feel dark. News, arguments, chaos online, things happening in real life. It can make it seem like everything is falling apart, like the light is fading and nothing good is coming next. But here's the truth people forget. Darkness doesn't erase light. It only makes it easier to see it. Hope isn't loud. It doesn't always trend. It doesn't always go viral. Sometimes hope is quiet. Someone choosing kindness when it's easier to be cruel. Someone standing up when it would be safer to stay silent. Someone helping another person when nobody's watching. That's where light lives. Justice doesn't always come quickly. Peace doesn't arrive overnight. But history has shown us again and again, people fight for better, and eventually something changes. It might be slow, it might be messy, but it moves. And you're part of that. Every time you choose not to spread hate, every time you support someone, every time you keep going even when things feel heavy, you are adding light back into the world. You don't need to fix everything. You don't need to carry the whole world on your shoulders. Just don't give up on the idea that things can get better. Because they can. And they will. Through people who refuse to let the darkness win. So hold on to that. Even if it's small. Even if it's just a spark. A spark is all it takes to start a fire. Stay strong, stay hopeful, and don't let the darkness convince you that the light is gone, because it's still here, and so are you. Why nihilism is often misunderstood. Hello, dear viewers. Pro Rumen the Amazing here. Let's talk about nihilism for a moment, because a lot of people hear that word and think it automatically means someone has given up on life, given up on hope, or decided nothing matters at all. But that is not always what nihilism is about. At its core, nihilism is the uncomfortable idea that life may not come with built-in meaning handed to us on a silver plate. No guaranteed purpose, no perfect script, no invisible rulebook written just for us. And for some people, that sounds terrifying. For others, it sounds honest. That is where the misunderstanding begins. People think nihilism is just emptiness, but sometimes it is really a reaction to disappointment, confusion, or seeing how messy the world can be. When someone has watched injustice, pain, hypocrisy, and chaos go on for too long, they may start asking, what is all this for? That question is not always a sign of weakness. Sometimes it is a sign that someone is thinking deeply. And here's the part people miss. Nihilism does not always destroy meaning. Sometimes it strips away fake meaning. The forced kind. The kind that says you must be this, achieve that, believe this, by this age, or else you are nothing. Nihilism can shake that apart and leave a person standing in the silence, asking what is real. That silence can be frightening, yes, but it can also be freeing. Because if meaning is not automatically handed to us, then maybe we get to build it ourselves. Maybe kindness matters because we choose it. Maybe love matters because we protect it. Maybe art matters because it gives shape to the things we cannot say out loud. Maybe justice matters because we decide it should. So nihilism is not always about nothing matters. Sometimes it is about realizing that if nothing is guaranteed, then what we do still matters even more. That is why nihilism deserves more understanding and less fear. It is not always a death sentence for hope. Sometimes it is the doorway to a more honest kind of hope, one built by human hands, human choice, and human courage. And that kind of hope is real. Autism is real, even when people don't understand it. Hello, dear viewers, ProRumen the Amazing here. Let's talk about autism, because this is something that gets misunderstood far too often. A lot of people think autism only means one thing, or that it always looks the same, or that if someone does not fit their idea of what autism should look like, then it must not be real. That is wrong. Autism is real. It is not fake. It is not a trend. It is not something people invent for attention. It is a real part of how some people experience the world, think, communicate, feel, and survive each day. And it can look different from person to person. Some people are loud, some are quiet, some struggle with eye contact, some do not. Some need routine, some need comfort, some mask so hard that other people never notice what is going on underneath. That is one reason autism is misunderstood not just by non-autistic people, but by autistic people too. Sometimes autistic people grow up hearing so much confusion, criticism, or disbelief that they start doubting themselves. They may think, maybe I'm not autistic enough, or maybe I'm making it up, or maybe my struggles do not count because someone else has it worse. But that kind of thinking comes from pressure and stigma, not truth. Autism is not a competition. It is not a checklist of suffering. It is not something that becomes less real just because someone else cannot see it clearly. Some autistic people mask so well that even they forget how much effort it takes just to get through a normal day. They may feel broken, weird, or out of place when really they have just been forced to fit into a world that was not built with them in mind. That can make anyone doubt themselves, but doubt does not erase reality. Autism is real for the person living it, even when other people miss it. Autism is real when it is obvious. Autism is real when it is hidden. Autism is real when it is spoken about proudly, and it is real when someone is still trying to understand themselves. So to anyone who has ever felt unseen, questioned, or dismissed, you are not fake. Your experience is valid. Your brain is not a lie. Your needs are not a joke, and you do not have to prove your existence to deserve respect. Autism is real. You are real, and you deserve to be understood. ADHD is real, even when it is misunderstood. Hello, dear viewers. ProRumen the Amazing here. Let's talk about ADHD, because it is something that gets misunderstood far too often. Not just by people who are not autistic and not ADHD, but sometimes by ADHD people themselves. That is the strange and difficult part. When your mind has been misunderstood for so long, you can start misunderstanding it too. ADHD is not fake. It is not made up. It is not laziness or carelessness or someone being too much for the sake of it. It is a real experience where autism and ADHD exist together, and that can make life feel confusing, intense, exhausting, and different in ways other people may never fully see. Some people think ADHD has to look one certain way. They imagine it as one neat little box with a label on it. But real people are not neat little boxes. Some ADHD people are loud, some are quiet, some are hyperactive, some are frozen, some are organized in one area and overwhelmed in another. Some mask so well that even they start asking themselves if they are really struggling at all. That is where the misunderstanding can get deep. An ADHD person might think, I do not look like other people with this. Or maybe I'm just making excuses. Or maybe I'm not really trying hard enough. But that kind of self-doubt often comes from years of being judged, copied, ignored, or told that their needs are too confusing to matter. That does not make their experience less real. ADHD can feel like wanting routine and novelty at the same time, like craving focus and losing it, like needing comfort but also needing movement, like being pulled in two directions and expected to act like everything is simple. It is not simple. It is complicated, and that does not make it any less valid. The truth is, misunderstanding does not cancel reality. Even if someone else cannot see your struggle clearly, that does not mean it is not there. Even if you cannot explain every part of yourself yet, that does not mean your brain is broken. it means you are still learning the language of your own mind. So to anyone with ADHD who has felt fake, confused, or not enough of anything, you are not a mistake. You are not dramatic. You are not inventing your experience. You are real, and your mind is real, and your struggle is real. ADHD is misunderstood, but it is not imaginary, and neither are you. All right, that's gonna be it for today. I just want to take a moment to say thank you to all of you for the support you've given me. Whether you've been here from the start or just joined recently, it genuinely means a lot. I really hope you all enjoyed my playthrough of Starlink Battle for Atlas, even just a little bit. Making these videos, coming back, and sharing this journey with you, it's something I truly appreciate. You lot have stuck around, shown support, and that's not something I take lightly. So yeah, thank you, my dear good viewers. I hope you all have a bright future ahead of you, every single one of you. This is ProRumen, the Amazing, signing out.